Greetings, everyone. Today is November 5th, and Father Ryan and I are here for a midweek check-in. We're standing on the property, and I had Father Ryan put on his hard hat, and I walked him around, showed him where the chapel was, where the bedrooms are going to be, where we're going to be eating dinner, where we're going to cook. We're going to sit on the patio in the back here as well. So we're very excited about the rectory and the stakes being up. But more importantly, what Father Ryan and I are here to talk about is last week was All Souls Day, a very special weekend for us where we prayed the church here on earth for the church that's suffering or souls in purgatory, and then joined with all the saints in heaven as well. So beautiful day. So do you remember my homily, Father Ryan? Do
I do, and you asked a question, didn't you? What was that question again?
you remember the question? Do you remember it?
Oh yes, Oh yeah, now I remember. Why did God make you?
God made us to love him, serve him, and to be with him and happy with him in the next. Whoops, I messed it up. To know him, to love him, and to serve him, and to be happy with him forever in the next.
Uh-huh.
And and that's an important thing. As I said, for those of you who remember, it was something that we learned as children often, but really fundamental to know the love of God and to know Jesus and the power of the Holy Spirit. So to know him, to love him, and what that love is to love him through the good times and the bad and everything, and that love of Jesus, and then of course to serve him, and then to be happy with him in the next. And that really is the mission, I think, of our parish, but every Catholic parish, really the mission of the Christian, because then we start sharing the good news of Jesus Christ, bringing people. And obviously, we're in our mission engagement period for our parish. It couldn't have been more really revealing to us of who we are as a people of God at St. Bernard of Clairvaux. So grateful for that and just the work that we're doing here. And Father Ryan, I talked about some of the things that were remarkable to me that are happening here. Is there anything that you can think of that you've witnessed, kind of the way that God has touched some people's lives here in our parish this past year?
Absolutely. Not only seeing the number in attendance for Sunday Mass Rising, which is always one of the most beautiful blessings because we have the whole family here on Sunday for the liturgies, but just also seeing especially the number of young people who are attending, and just really how people are just entering into a place where they're more on fire for the faith. They're wanting to enter deeper into it. They're wanting to learn more about it, and they're really wanting to grow in understanding more of their purpose of how and why God created them, to know him, love him, and serve him, and just to really build on that by establishing a deeper relationship with him through growth in their faith.
Yeah, and I think that, I think we're seeing that. And we do it as a community too. I always like to focus on we have our relationship with Jesus first, and the sacraments, they feed, nourish us, but then they help us together as brother, but then as a people of God, grow in holiness. And so hopefully that's happening in your family and working well. This week you should have received a letter and a pamphlet from me, uh, asking you as a family to really consider your commitment to our parish. There's an opportunity for you to offer prayers on the backside of that. Please bring it back. We will be filling those out together this week and putting them in the collection basket. Again, it's our commitment weekend, commitment to the mission, to the engagement of being part of this parish and how important it is. So a special thing. One last thing I want to remind people about: the weekend after next is our great Harvest Fest, and we're
Yes.
inviting everybody to come. No charge at all through the event. It's a time for us to celebrate, really. Celebrate the goodness of Jesus Christ, the great gift of this parish, and then the people that fill the parish. And that's important. An empty church isn't really a church unless there are people in it. And so the more we fill it, we're able to spread the message of Jesus Christ. So we're grateful for that. We'll be able to celebrate in the parking lot. Remember, parking will be a little bit crazy. We'll say more about that this weekend. But Father Ryan, you and I are doing the cookie bake-off again this year.
That's
So
right.
we're two of the judges. Actually, Deacon Phil's going to be a judge too. But a reminder for you, the cookies end up being part of our dessert. So please enter into the great Harvest Fest St. Bernard of Clairvaux cookie bake-off. We're going to have 3 categories this year. There's going to be a coffee category. You decide what you want, which one you want it in, but a coffee category that I will judge. Father Ryan's going to judge the milk cookie category. So what goes good with milk? The cookie that goes good with milk. I think like chocolate chip and stuff. And then Deacon Phil is going to do dessert bars. So some of you brought dessert bars last year, so he'll kind of judge the dessert bars. So we're looking forward to that. It was a lot of fun last year. I can't remember, we had over 900 cookies. total. That wasn't the entries, but we had 900 cookies. I will tell you, I had a little bit of a sugar high last time, so
Yeah.
we decided to break it up into those categories for that. But anyway, looking forward to seeing you this Sunday as we continue our mission engagement and just continue to save souls in this parish.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And the competition for the Bake Off is fierce, so bring your A game. And, thank you for participating. And we just look forward to some friendly competition and some time of fellowship with one another.
Blessings, everyone.
Take care, everyone.